Hello, this is Fawn and Fire Intuitive, and I was just doing a really powerful reading for Sagittarius, and I just felt like I needed to share this message on attracting your soulmate and what can happen. And I kept the cards out that were from Sagittarius's reading, and I was getting ready to move on, and I just felt strongly that I should share it. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe because I'm new to YouTube. So tonight I'm doing soulmate readings, and most of you probably know like a soulmate can be a love relationship, or it can just be a special person who comes into our lives in a season to teach us something. But for most of us, when we're thinking of soulmates, we're thinking about like the love relationship. You know, we want that relationship where we feel understood and complete, where we can be ourselves, like you know, the dream relationship, or the one that's like represented in the movies, like The Notebook. But you know, there are certain pitfalls that we come up against that actually hinder us from drawing our soulmate in, from manifesting that in our lives, you know. And a lot of times it comes because our cup is broken, you know, and so we are constantly looking for our cup to be filled, but either like it's impossible because our cup's upside down, or our cup's broken, so it's leaking. And some of the ways that you can realize like that's happening in your life is if you're constantly drawn to, you know, toxic relationships where there is stress and heartbreak, and a person who, you know, they're hot and they're cold, they're in 1 minute, gone the next, you know, players, lots of fighting, toxic energy, poor communication, and a lot of times that happens due to our own like childhood wounds and the fact that we are not whole. You know, our cup has a hole in it. And I was actually thinking this afternoon about, okay, you know, what's the difference between, you know, manifesting an abundant relationship or manifesting a relationship that is toxic and unsatisfying. And the thing that came to me was, you know, when we, even if we're like, we think we're putting out like good intentions, like we want love, we want to love somebody, but the actual energy going out is one that we're trying to manifest attention. And when we just want attention from someone, a lot of times that's like a drug. It's like, it's because it releases dopamine in our minds. So, you know, if we can just get that response, or we can get, you know, if they can tell us positive things about ourselves, or we can win the argument, or we can win over somebody who, you know, doesn't want to be won over. They're perfectly fine, you know, where they're at. You know, we feel like, oh, I won. You know, that means I'm worth something. And that's really a sign that our cup is not in the right position to actually receive the abundant love that the universe wants to give us. You know, when we are seeking attention, we actually self-sabotage because we're going after something with a specific goal in mind. We want a specific person, we want a specific response, we want to feel a certain way. And not only can a person never make you whole, an outside person can never make you whole. That is self-work that has to be done. Self-love, believing you're good enough, and being happy alone, which we all hate to hear, like that we need to be satisfied alone, because, you know, at the end of a day, long day, sometimes we just want somebody to hug. Sometimes we just want somebody to sit on the couch with and watch a movie. But, you know, that's beside the point. It's that like pulling energy of like, I need you to make me okay. You know, and in the reading, there were just a lot of really powerful cards. Like, in order to manifest a soulmate relationship, like you'll see even the infinity symbol on here, which stands for soulmate, you already have everything you need. The magician has the cup, the pinnacle, the sword, the wand. He already knows he's whole. He's got everything he needs to be able to manifest. You have to let the past die. The old pains, the old stress, the old heartbreak, whatever your parents said or did, any of those childhood wounds, any mistakes. I heard a great quote listening to Jake Ducey that we are not our past, we are pure love, and that's kind of how we have to interpret our interactions with people. If you are sending something to someone or having a conversation with someone because you want them, you expect a certain response, you're actually creating resistance because it's a pulling energy. And, if you're going to contact someone, if you're going to have a conversation with someone, if you're going to give someone something, you need to be willing to put it out there knowing that it is going to come back to you. It just might not be with that person. We put a label on it. Like, okay, if I give love, then this person needs to respond this way in this amount of time. But the reality is we need to be willing to give love out into the universe, knowing that the universe is going to give us back that love. It might not be in the same package. And we're actually doing ourselves a disservice when we are stuck on what it has to look like, because the universe wants to give you abundance. The universe wants to give you stability. The universe wants you to manifest something that satisfies you. So, I think the most important thing in manifesting a soulmate relationship is one, making sure that your cup's not leaking, because you're never going to be satisfied and you're actually going to drain people. And also you're going to stick around with people who aren't the one, because that they're not treating you right. That they are, a manipulator or married or just not emotionally available. And, you want the best. You want dreams come true. You want what the universe has to offer. So start with healing and believing, that you're worth love, and let go of manifesting for attention. If you're getting ready to have a conversation where you are wanting something in return, take a step back and realize you already have all of that. That you are already lovable, you're already talented, you are already good, you are already handsome, you're already beautiful, you are already everything you need to be. And try to give out love freely, knowing that ultimately it's in the hands of the universe, and that love's going to come back to you. And also recognize that sometimes these people who are in like the stalemate thing and they walk away from you and you never hear from them again, it's not because you weren't good enough. It's because they could feel it. They could feel that your vibration was higher and that you weren't going to be easily manipulated. You weren't going to give in and just give them what they want. And so it's not because you're too old or you're not attractive enough or your body's not good enough. It's because they can tell that you are growing and healing, and they want an easier target, So a lot of times when those people walk away, it's good riddance. You don't need that in your life. You need self-love, and then the doors that the universe opens for you. So when you give out love, give it out freely, knowing that it's going to come back to you. It might not be in the package that you originally expected or wanted and desired, but it's going to come back to you. So I hope this was helpful on, how to manifest a soulmate into your life. And again, please like, share, and subscribe. If this resonated with you, please comment below because I would love to hear your story. You can always message me for a personal and private reading. Lots of love and light to you.